these four friends decided that they were going to walk up these stairs to the top of the roof, thinking that if I can't get my friend through the door, if I can't get my homie through the door, then I'm going to go through this roof. So can you imagine one of them grabbing a shovel and another grabbing a pickaxe and another maybe grabbing a hammer and beginning to hit this roof that Jesus is in this house teaching and preaching, and another on top of Jesus preaching and teaching, because they can't get in the house, is shoveling through this compressed mud, and another one is maybe taking his hand and saying, well, since I don't have anything, I'm just going to do what I can with my hands, until they get to the place where the sticks and the sticks were, and then they started removing the sticks and throwing the sticks all the time Jesus is teaching. And then they get to the beam, and then they say, okay, now we got to cut a hole in this beam, and lowering, the text says in Luke that they lowered this man right in front of Jesus while he is teaching. Y'all know what I find interesting? That in all of this commotion, in all of the dirt falling, the sticks falling, the noise, a house full of people, because the people was like, what in the world? Like, what in the world is going on? We hear something and we be like, uh-oh, I got, you hear, y'all never mind. Y'all hear a roach and you be like, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. You know what I mean? You hear, y'all didn't grow up, y'all had roaches. Come on, quit playing. I ain't doing it. Maybe it was just, anyway, God bless me. Jesus didn't respond. The text doesn't say that Jesus was bothered. It doesn't say Jesus moved to another room. It doesn't even say Jesus paid attention. Do you know what it says Jesus paid attention to? It says that Jesus paid attention when he saw their faith. It says that the Bible says that when Jesus saw their faith, he said, and this brings me to my first point, that our faith gets Jesus's attention. Jesus did not respond to anything that was happening around them until he saw our faith. What is faith? Paul says that faith is the substance of things that are hoped for, and it is the evidence of things that are seen. One person says that faith is what you hold on to. It is something that you hold on to until you can see what you're holding on to manifest. My father told me last night, because we had to talk about this, that faith is a divine inspiration that moves us to believing and manifests itself into action. Jesus sees their faith and says to them, son. Paul Tillich says that faith is not an act of any of man's rational function. It is not the act of the unconscious, but faith is an act in which the rational and the non-rational element of man's being transcend. You see, Jesus saw that these people were so determined to get to him that they were willing to do what seemed irrational, in this instance, to do what was even criminal, what seemed over the top, just to get to him. Because it would have been easier. Y'all think about it. It would have been easier for these friends to look and see all of these people guarding at the door and saying, well, bro, I guess it ain't your day. We're going to have to try to find Jesus when he walking down the street. Sorry, I guess you've been paralyzed this long. What's another day? Y'all know how it is. Come on, y'all, I'm sorry, man. Hey, we tried. We walked all the way here with you. So, we've done enough, right? We can wait. But they didn't. They said, no, these friends said that even if we got to tear the roof off, that we're going to get our friends to Jesus. Can I ask y'all a question? Do any of y'all have any friends who would tear a roof? Seeing their response, Jesus says, son. Son in this text is the Greek word teknon. And teknon means anyone that is living in full dependence on the Father. It means that they are willingly relying upon the Lord in glad submission. Teknon means it emphasizes the childlike attitude of the heart that willingly or gladly submits to the Father's plan. It means that we have decided that we are receptive to God, to Christ speaking, and that whether it is through his rhema or through his logos, that we are willing to submit and obey to what God has said. Why is this important? Because many of us are close to something. Many of us, God have heard the voice of God and know that God has called us to do something, or know that God is saying for you to do something. And oftentimes, some of us are saying that, listen, I can't do that because I don't really know, or maybe I don't have enough. And Jesus is saying, all you got to have is some faith. You don't even have to have a lot of faith, as a matter of fact. I just need you to have faith, the grain of the size of a mustard seed. And he says that if you do that, then you can say to this mountain, be thou removed and be thou cast into the sea. All we got to have is a little faith. And it gets Jesus' attention.